Yeah, I sat down a couple of weeks ago and I was like, fuck, I want to set up 2019 to be, really strong, focused on keeping myself healthy and full. And so I was like, okay, so what are the things that I know that keep my cup full? And I started writing a list of all the things that I'm very conscious of that fill up my cup and make me feel better, that make me laugh, that, I just love. And then I was like, okay, so what are the things that drain my cup? What are the things that I need to avoid? And so then I came up with this big list of all the things that that I need to avoid that drain my cup.
What's that on that?
You were like top of the list. And then it was Sam.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, so what are all the other things that I've always wanted to do that I think would fill my cup, but I've never done them before? And then I came up with this big list of all the things that I'd love to do. And then I sat down, I was like, fuck, okay, now I've got to try and work out how to schedule my diary. Didn't do that part, but I was just like, okay, now I've got to block time and everything else. But it was a really, I came out of it going, fuck, I feel really good about this.
That's cool.
Yeah, and so I'm going to get the whole room to do that.
I like it.
Practical. Practical is tactical.
Knowing how to create a high level of success is understanding that if your cup is empty, there ain't no cups that you can fill with it. And there are a lot of cups that you need to be filling when it comes to growing your business. If you want to be, and by the way, I'm not even talking about business now. What am I talking about? I'm talking about this is f***ing life. This is life, because if we are not healthy, okay, if we are not happy in life, how the f*** can we be happy and healthy in business? But I started to realize 2 weeks ago, I was like, you know what, next year I want to do some things a little bit differently. I've got no issue when it comes to working hard, okay, but I'd like to have a little bit more fulfillment. I'd like to have a little bit more richness in my life. And when I talk about richness in my life, I'm not talking about making more money, I'm talking about doing the things that actually fill me up. Because most of you probably have no issue finding the things that you don't like about yourself, finding the things that you have to do, finding the things that need to be done. But how many of you are really good at finding the things that actually fill you up, that actually bring life to you, that actually make you smile, that make you laugh out loud, sometimes uncontrollably? Who loves to laugh out loud? Who knows that they have a go-to thing that as long as they do it, they know they can guarantee over a 3 to 4 hour period, they'll be laughing out loud? Who's got to I know what I need to do in order to laugh out loud? Okay, this is scary. The amount of hands that aren't going up. The hands that are going up, I congratulate you, because you've become conscious of the things that make you happy and the things that bring laughter to you. But those of you that don't know how to that don't know, I'm going to suggest it's not that you don't know, you're just not conscious of it yet. And I lost it for 2 weeks. I couldn't speak properly.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
What, serious?
Yeah, it really was.
That's scary.
Yeah, it was a wake up.
Yeah.
It was a massive wake up. Yeah.
It's sort of a blessing in some respects, because you can turn your life around.
Oh, mortality is a gift. Like when it either happens to you or close to you. Look, I'm sure you've been through the ringer many times. It makes you just appreciate time.
Time is the most valuable asset we have.
Life and death. Like the birth of my son and near death of myself and those around me have been my greatest teachers of time. This is what I put up there as one of Australia's greatest business icons. And he always asks me, like, Daddy, how come you never pick me up from school? I want you to pick me up from school. I was like, Daddy has to work. Why do you have to work? I have to make money. And then he said to me, this is 2 weeks ago, Daddy, I was like, yeah, what's up, buddy? He goes, I wish I had all the money in the world. I was like, why? He goes, so then you wouldn't have to work and you can spend all your time with me. And I was like, oh my God. Mate, how'd you enjoy that?
No, I did actually. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, mate.
How are you?
Good. I dare say you've probably got a little bit of fame here. You've had a few people recognise you.
Yes.
Take that responsibility, because that in itself is going to provide an additional layer of pressure for you to get things done. Make sure you tap into the support of the community, and anything you need, just ask. We're here to support you.
That's awesome. No, much appreciated.
No, you got it. And lean in. We are literally changing the world at large here. But please understand, I wouldn't be doing what I do if I didn't have a platform for it. And one of the reasons that I have a platform is because of you guys. And I want to thank you guys for giving me the platform. I want to thank you guys for giving me the trust. Because I don't know about you, but maybe going back 10 years ago, I was a little bit pessimistic about the direction of this planet and where we're going. But with what I'm seeing now, it almost seems like there's a little bit of a momentum. There's a wave that is coming through, and we really are heading in the right direction. And I honestly believe the more conscious we become as individuals, the more conscious we become collectively, and the more impact that we can have, not just in our own businesses, not just in our own lives, but our own communities. you know, our own cities and ultimately our nation and, you know, the world that we live in. Because we don't want to spend the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years of our life chasing something that ultimately will be no substitute for what we lose in the process. Because through the pursuit of business, you know, people lose their families in some respects. People lose relationships. People lose their health. And people lose time. And all four of those things cannot be bought no matter how much money you make, no matter how materially successful you become. We have to make time now, because you don't know when your clock's going to run out. Okay, you don't know when your time is up. And if you've had a wake-up call either through your own mortality, okay, or the experience of someone else's mortality, you start to realize how precious life actually is. Life is short, and most of us never realize it until it's too late. And the more full your cup is, the more fulfilled you are, the greater the legacy of your energy will be. And every single one of you is going down as one of the greats in history. It just depends on whose history book you're going to be reading. Does this make sense? Because for your child, for your son, for your daughter, for your niece, for your nephew, I can guarantee you, depending on how you show up, you will be potentially going down as one of the greatest human beings that ever fucking lived. Hell yeah. I'm fucking with you right there. Give me an amen. But my question to you is, what are you going to do about that? You're going to take it for granted, or are you actually going to do something conscious with it? That jumped up 700,000 since this morning. Hey, gorgeous. How you doing?
I'm good.
You rocking and rolling?
Absolutely. You fucking nailed it with your speakers, man. Like, they're brilliant.
How are you, brother?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, great to meet you, man.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming down. Oh, you are my styler, man.
Oh, yeah.
Are you getting up there barefoot?
I know where she's.
Oh, yeah, this
Why
is
don't
awesome.
you do that?
Well, I was actually in tears. And the reason I was in tears was not because he was sharing a sad story, was because he actually really struck a chord. And so I decided in that moment that we had to get this guy in. Ladies and gentlemen, Sebastian Terry! And he's leading the charge. I love the fact he's not wearing shoes.
Thank you.
And this is actually giving me, because something you may not know, I was about 2 years ago, I don't know, it was 2.5 years ago, I went from wearing a collared shirt to a t-shirt. Changed my life.
You look great.
Thank you, I appreciate it. But my next transition is barefoot.
Join me.
You've literally led the way, so thank you.
If you win, put your hand up in the air, and you're going to challenge someone else who's got their hand up in the air. If you lose, you become that person's biggest supporter. And then we're going to have a showdown on the stage. And the winner gets nothing.
And you still let me do it. Ooh. And again. Oh. All right, come on. Come on. He was the guy I did the Matrix on. Yeah. He went rock the whole way. He changed his strategy at the last minute. Honestly, yeah, you've sparked something within me that has just lit me up to do more. And it was really evident today with the way that you affected everyone here that you've really ignited something here, and you're doing something special. You're changing the world, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Take it at your own pace, but don't be afraid to stretch yourself out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Because you will be out of your comfort zone tonight. And make sure you come.
K2's got talent.
Yeah.
So they need to come up with an act. So it can be anything. It can be like a song, a poem.
This is going to be last time we did it, it was a fucking hoot.
You good?
Yeah.
You good?
I'm amazing.
Are you ready in 1 minute?
Kerwin, what's about to go down?
We have K2's Got Talent, where we're going to get the K2s out there showing their talents, dancing, singing, stripping. Who knows what they're going to do? Let's find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
I need popcorn.
Does K2 have talent?
Yeah.
We're about to find out.
And I don't believe in Christmas.
And 6 was for the backflip. Yeah!
Oh, look at who's hey, buddy.
2, 3, look at him go. 4, 5, 6, come on, throw them properly. 7.
Look, I'll be honest with you, I'm always uncomfortable when we do these talent nights because I know I'm going to get the piss taken out of me. But I do want to say a massive thanks to Money Penny for really driving this home. And not just for driving this home, for everything that you do. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's right. I bring my own dinner. I just found this here, I swear. Man, that was a...
Jesus, what is going on in this elevator?
I don't know. What's going on?
Do you not know?
This is what we call takeaway room service.